Sing Your Love, Day 21. Support your priests when they implement changes to restore reverence. One Sunday morning, a well-loved priest said to his people, "I'm going to do something different this morning. I'm going to do what some people say is to turn my back to the people. When I am talking to God, I am going to turn to the tabernacle and face God. When I talk to you, I am going to turn and face you. Why? Well, it helps me pray. When I face you during Mass, this is what I see." He then looked at his watch, then yawned, then acted like someone sleeping. Everyone laughed. He finished by saying, "You may not like it, but just think, well, if it helps Father pray, I guess it's okay." After Mass, some of them were surprised. They realized that it helped them pray, too. Instead of focusing on Father's face as he prayed, they were focusing on praying.
Navigating the Crises Facing the Catholic Church and Society by Father Murray. Eric Sammons interviews Father Murray. Father Gerald Murray, author of the upcoming book Calming the Storm, Navigating the Crises Facing the Catholic Church and Society, with Eric Sammons to discuss Father Gerald's new book dealing with the crisis in the Church today and how to respond to it. Eric Sammons says, "There's a line in your book, Calming the Storm, that just struck me because you're talking about the crisis in the Church, how we react to it, how we can navigate it, and you say what the first 3 vital steps through renewal of the Church need to be. I was very surprised by what you wrote here. Not that I don't agree with it. I just was surprised that you said, 1. Communion on the tongue. 2. Communion received kneeling. And 3. The priests sing the Mass facing east. I think a lot of Catholics, and definitely non-Catholics, would say, wait a second, that is your first 3 vital things you sense is needed for the renewal of the Church. Why do you have those 3 as the first 3? Father Murray responds, well, because our essential obligation in life is to worship God, and the whole Church exists for that purpose. It is through the worship of God that we then come into this living contact with Him, such that grace fulfills us and allows us to carry on works of virtue, to understand the teaching and share it. Reverence is one of the things the modern age is lacking. And certainly in the Church, reverence is something that people are desperate for. They're thirsty for it. That's one of the reasons why the traditional Latin Mass has been growing so much over the last 30 years. Because people find in it a reverential spirit. If we have reverence for our Lord Jesus and the Holy Eucharist, that's going to teach us about our position in the world, our relationship to our fellow man, how we should carry on our affairs.
Bishop Morlino asked his diocese to receive Holy Communion on the tongue and kneeling. There is no question that communion on the tongue is more reverent. Sing your love. Jesus, I love you. Jesus, I love you. Let every beat of my heart, and every breath I take, 1,000 times repeat this act of love. I love you, Jesus, in the most blessed sacrament. Resolve, I will support priests with encouragement and prayer.